As Nigeria marks the Democracy Day, expectations of a better leader have welled up in the people. Unlike the previous years, where many did not seem very interested in participating in the electioneering process, there seemed to be some recent political consciousness among the people. This consciousness has led to a mind shift on the need to get their permanent voter's card. Some residents of Port Harcourt told our correspondent that prior to this time, the PVC was just a mere means of identification to them.
I was just using it for my bank stuff and the rest of things.
A whole lot of Nigerians use it basically for their bank transaction, nothing more, because they don't even go close to any polling units. All they do is strictly for their bank transaction.
They just use it as a kind of identification, when to open an account and all that, understand? So it was just for the formalities.
A means of identification, that's what a lot of them use it for actually. Not because she intends to vote.
They said the current economic situation of the country begs for more attention and involvement in the electioneering process, and the PVC is a very important part of that process.
My permanent voter's card is a seal and my right to exercise my voting. That is because as a citizen, I get to vote for somebody. And that my PVC gives me the license to vote for who I want to vote for.
The permanent voter's card is very important if you want to be a part of the nation, because one, that is your right and that is your power to choose who will lead the nation. So if you don't have it, especially when you are of age, 18 years upward, you should strive to have it.
If you get your PVC, that is your right to vote the right person. Say you want making the fantasy. We don't have to suffer for this Nigeria. Everything don't turn upside down. But this time, may God help us. Make it come to an end. Not too much.
But that of the PVC is to vote important people who will help us in the nation. Let them help us. People should come out and vote so that we will see whether they will have change.
Now, speaking on the importance of the PVC, the INEC resident electoral commissioner in Rivers State, Obo Effanga, said the right to determine how the affairs of the country will go is in voting, and the PVC gives you the right to vote.
The starting point is to say that in a democracy, the only way people get into high public offices is by election. And election can only be done by those who are registered as voters. So the importance of the voter's card is that those who have the voter's card and vote in an election are able to determine who manages their affairs, who leads them, and who takes decisions, the key decisions that will affect everyone in the society.
Mr. Effanga has also called on Nigerians to go beyond getting the PVC and actually vote their choice candidate into power.
A normal thing that before every election, more people will come up to register. And it's also a normal thing that when we are getting close to the end of the period for registration, a lot more people turn up to register. But there is also a possibility that some of the people who have now come up to register, they've done so because of the outcome of the primaries, and maybe they've seen someone that they would love to vote for. The purpose of the voters registration is for people to not only register but also vote in the election. It doesn't make sense to just register and use the voter's card as merely a form of identification.
As you may know, INEC suspended the online voters registration on May 30th. Also, the continuous voters registration exercise will be ending on June 30th.